you guys don't have a very good quality sleep, or maybe we can say it's a rest time for you, and you don't have a very good and quality factor in it. So your tendency to have muscle wear and tear, as well as the increased tendency to have that joint pain will be a lot more higher, right? And definitely prior to that, we are talking about joint. Anything that is inside your body will be focused with food. So if let's say you didn't get better nutrition, or having yourself hydrated every time, so you will as well increase your factor towards this arthritis. So these are the common arthritis whenever any workplace will actually try to issue out. All right, even you're actually working on the table desk with a laptop over. All right, so if let's say you don't have a very good posture, or on your seat you don't have a very good table that can support your eye level, all right, and anything that is in between, this is what we are discovered to understand that it has a tendency to develop uh, MSDS, or musculoskeletal disorder. So it goes beyond these factors, either your physical factor, which is your own movement, as well as what does the work task that you do are able to offer to complement you in your how you are capable of doing. Okay. Okay. Another thing is that usually when we say about ergonomic issue, it goes around with a lot more tendency towards those labor workers, because they are most likely to do a lot more uh, heavier jobs, correct? But just to inform you though, even so you didn't do any, I have to say, heavy jobs like, taking sands or taking bricks over, to build up and a building, for instance, right? Anything that requires you to do and a very awkward movement towards your body as well have the potency to the extent that it is exerting towards your joint in a very bad way. Like for instance, in this picture, right? Usually we will see commonly people will look at their phones, having their neck bended over downwards. Am I right? So you will see that by having this structure or this frame of your body, you actually have putting roughly about 27 kilograms on your neck, which is not in a good position. So try to imagine if let's say you are looking at your phone at this position in a longer period of time. So try to understand that you're actually carrying 27 kilogram add on to your body weight, right? Just for looking at the phone, which is not a worthy way for you to do. So it does affecting your, your neck, as well your backwards, and those who are actually going through online and having their hands over, scrolling over all those posts, right? It has the tendency as well to develop any kind of maybe arthritis or musculoskeletal disorder over to your fingers. Okay, so now we already understand that what is musculoskeletal disorders, right? So definitely when we discover a disease or disorders, we will have several medications or ways to overcome, right? So the common one that whenever you go to doctor will be medications, all right? And any kind of arthritis or musculoskeletal disorders, they always prescribe you with painkillers or corticosteroids, all right? Painkillers is considered like the basic part of so part of your medicine, because that is the considered almost up to a perfect for you not to having any discomfort about any of your joint pain. Okay, and if you may develop to consider critical areas in that arthritis or MSDS, right, physiotherapy will be attended, because they want you to still have gain the flexibility over to your limbs or any of your joints, because if let's say it has limited your joints, it means that further up you won't able to stretch or de-stretch any of your limbs over. So this is another practice that help to overcome. Surgery will be the one part that would be the very last resort for any kind. Usually this kind, if let's say you hear any cases of knee joints, right? So knee joints, which is, I would consider is really bad, because you wouldn't able to move at all, you wouldn't able to walk. So the last resort for doctors, they will explain to you and come up with surgery. Okay, but for like TechSci, we wish to actually make you understand that there is another way for you to help on your body, and definitely nutrition will be the very best method, right? We wanted you to get better health naturally. So under these overcome ways that we propose here, right? It's despite that you need to do weight loss because you need to do weight loss, exercise, and supplementation. So another additional supplements for you would be the best in order to you to overcome such MSDS. Okay. Now, before I speaking towards to my topic, which is Joyfil, right? There's certain common errors that you need to understand for you not to develop either a critical stage of your MSDS or else to come with another kind of diseases, right? Most of the I will understand that whenever you have any diseases, you try to look for the best option that is viable to you at anywhere. And the best common place would be, like for instance, Watson's, the Guardian, those kind of supplement shops that is available for you. Okay. Now, there will be a considerable questions that you are able to question about the product, and upon we actually looking over, there's certain types of chemicals that is put inside that product will either develop into a critical stage or actually will just ruin yourself, right? Like for instance, like this anti-rheumatic medicine that consists of phenylbutazone, which tends to ruin your body strength. That is not good, right? Because you need to upkeep yourself and everything. As well, like for instance, those of having gout, they will consist of dexamethasone, which might ruin kidneys. So there's several, synthetic products that is available there might not necessarily be a good cause for you. So you have to understand that what are the medicines or, the ingredients there that you consume, definitely. Okay, speaking about healthy habits or healthy diets, all right, for Tangsai, there are several ways that you're actually able to cope with that kind of disorders. And when we speak about joints, we are speaking about collagen because a lot of collagen will be resides in that joint, whereby it helps you on your flexibility and movement of your joints. Okay, so in order for you to get over a lot more collagen to be produced in your body, so these are the common foods that you are able to have. You can have those with vitamin C, like citrus fruit, right? For mushroom that contains proline, glycine, for instance, in the chicken skin, or gelatin, and also copper, which you can have it in like cashew nuts, for instance, or any organ meats that you are able or you do eat that. Okay, so these are the four nutrients that you may additionally intake in order to produce collagen. And there are several foods as well that actually will inhibit the collagen production in your body naturally, whereby any kinds of foods that having sugar or refined carbohydrates, okay, for those who do stand along in a very long period under the sun, so it's not a very good exercise for you to do that. As well as I always mention smoking, whereby because of the smoke ingredients there that has like carbon monoxide and such chemicals, it will impacting the process of your collagen production. Okay, so remember this. All right. So I tell everything about the natural ways that you are able to do. I think you are able to get this information everywhere online. But what we wanted to offer you with in Insight is that we have another product that is able to get along with what you wanted in order to curb these disorders. So Tensai have actually extracted, right, a perfect collagen type 2, which is undenatured. And the best part is that we taken it naturally from salmon, the natural salmon, I'd say. Okay, so it has the greatest content of that cartilage that is able to help with your joints. Okay, so collagens inside our body, there's a lot of types. Okay, but what we are able to extract in our salmon is that the type 2 collagen, which is undenatured. I will explain why actually I will always emphasize undenatured. Okay, but type 2 collagen is those that are loosely packed fibers and usually found in your cartilage, whereby most of your cartilage will be in your joints. So that's our focus here. to bring you Joyfil with this type of collagen in order to curb your disorders there. Okay, speaking about collagen, I believe I said just now that it's in your joints. Okay, so to know the structures in there, in your joints here, right? This is the rough information is over here in the picture. So in your joints, right, usually the most common joint pain or joint disorders will be around the knee. Okay, so you will see you will have two bones, all right, which is almost joined together, and your bones will be covered with one layer which is called cartilage. Okay, and it's surrounded with a fluid. It's called synovial fluid. In that synovial membrane, which you can see over here. Okay, so in that joint cartilage, you will have several extracellular matrix or components, which consists of definitely proteoglycans, right, hyaluronic acid, as well as type 2 collagen. Okay, what does these three helps in that cartilage is to provide a better structure and elasticity, so that you won't burden either to your bones, either of that two bones, right? And it maintains the structure so that you are able to have flexibility and movability of your limbs. Okay. All right. Our collagen in our body usually will be produced. Okay. But then there is several factors whereby, for most of our body system, at the age of 25, you will having a lesser aggressive production of most of your body thing, like for instance in development of the cells and anything, including as well collagen. So collagen will be produced by one of the substances called chondrocyte. So this chondrocyte is a very extremely rare, and towards you are aging, chondrocytes as well will be lessened. So there is less likely for you to actually having the trigger from chondrocyte to produce collagen. Okay, so if you see over here, all right, type 2 collagen, which accounts for 40 to 55% of cartilage, it has the biggest task to act as a buffer to absorb pressure of the joint. So it means that in your joint, in your cartilage, the biggest factor or the substance that accommodate the flexibility and sustain of pressure, everything is accountable towards type 2 collagen. Okay, so if you are able to get a better collagen, which means that it's able to do its function properly, then it helps also to reduce your joint pain, for instance. Okay, now remember I always emphasize about undenatured. Why undenatured? It's so important in understanding that you are taking the best type 2 collagen. Now, collagen is some sort like a protein, okay? And most of protein in the body will tend to denatured, right? When we mention denatured, it means that it will change its form and losing its functionality. So when we mention about undenatured type 2, which means that when we extract this collagen from cell line, right, we are able to retain the original structure of that type 2 collagen that are able to do the thing that the type 2 collagen in our body does. So we are taking the effectiveness of its function from what we are able to extract over here. Alright, if you are taking the denatured type 2 collagen, it's no longer able to do the collagen way, I'd say, right? It won't able to do what does the collagen function should be done in your body. Okay, so when you see in these differences in this microscopic pictures over here, on the left side is your collagen, which is undenatured, versus the one that is denatured. Okay, when it's denatured, it actually has the they will be heated, right? So protein is very sensitive to heat. So when it has the heat that it couldn't they couldn't take it anymore, so they will actually tend to lose their structure. So you will see that it's almost like a dust over here. Whereas in the collagen over here, you will see like a strings of or chain of collagen, which looking like a muscle, whereby it allows the elasticity and tension to be to, to control the tension and stress over towards your joint. So that's why we wanted to have this undenatured component besides the denatured. Okay, so when we understand about this goodness of the undenatured type 2 collagen, that's why we're actually able to provide you profile, because there is a study regards that it allows in the advancement for you to reduce your pain and discomfortability towards your knee pain or most of your arthritic pain, I'd say, right? Okay, sorry. So before I go to that particular study, right, I wish to understand you that this is how our profile looks like. It's very thin, it's a foam type, all right? And thanks, I wanted to revolutionize a product whereby it's easy, it is easy for you to consume, it is able to be taken anywhere. You're able to give it as a gift, like you just give money to them. So it's easy to carry around. You are able to put into your pocket or perhaps into your dompet or your wallet. So we wanted to make sure have you be at ease whenever you wanted to take your supplements, and it's easy to be taken anywhere without taking your space over to your any of your pockets or any. Okay, and this is actually you may find when you open some of our film of Joyfil, you will find that there might be several parts of that Joyfil which having this like a strip out from that total film, right? Why is that so? Is that because it is to make sure that the collagen that we have taken here is highly produced with the composition that it is still undenatured, right? So if you see over here like this, it means that this part might already be denatured because of the process of extraction. However, the rest of the part over here will be still remain of undenatured type. And don't worry about the guarantee, and also maybe you will be thinking about, is it losing its weight? No, we're still giving you the same weight for each of the collagen inside our Joyfil. Okay, this is the study that I wish to actually inform to you. All right, now there's a study done somewhere in, if I'm not mistaken, it's in China, whereby they have taken several studies, several people, all right, in the age of 40 to 60, to understand how does undenatured type 2 collagen able to reduce your pain, mostly towards your joint pain. Okay, so if you see over here, they have given a non-denatured type 2 or undenatured type 2 collagen for about 8 weeks course. Okay, and they will record all those changes in regards to the pain, in regards to the improvement of flexibility and movability, and as well the range of motion. So each time they have done with this course, right, you will see a decrease in pain but increase in your movability and mobility. So it is understandable that type 2 collagen, which is undenatured, does give the best effect in order to prohibit yourself going to a further degree of your joint disorders. And really it does help for those people over here. So these groups here, if let's say you see there's two groups over, right? So there's group which actually taking undenatured type 2, but there's another group whereby it goes along with glucosamine, chondroitin sulfate, and collagen peptide intake. So you will see over here the group A, which is in this lighter color, and the group B is the darker color over here. So you will see the advancement of how they're able to elevate, get rid of the pain much more faster compared to the group B, as well as how does the group A able to have the improvement in their pain as well as the motion of themselves. So it has the tendency and ability in a very, very good way. Okay. If you guys do not know, actually collagen are able to be as well extracted. Okay, besides that we have in the body, but as I mentioned, towards you are aging, you are actually having lesser collagen production in your body. Now there's a lot of sources that you're able to take for type 2 collagen, right? But the best that we always taken here is prior to fish, and our product has been extracted from natural salmon. Why is that so that we're actually taking fish despite there's another, a very easy sources to get, like for instance chicken or cow, okay? The the very good point that we're actually taking fish and salmon itself is because it has a very uh, the natural temperature is very low, relatively easier to adopt to human. Okay, because our body, all right, in our body, our natural human body in the body, I'd say, all right, is roughly um, about 36, something like that. Okay, so when you have a lower denaturation temperature, so it allows you to not be denatured in you when you are actually consuming it. That's one of the reasons. The other reason is because the collagen that is inside the salmon fish is rather what the kelala is very powerful, because salmon has the salmon has a very unique habit because it goes different areas at different time. Okay, and it always controls in the very low temperature, so it develops a very unique system in their body as well as the type of the collagen that they are producing. So that's why we have taken fish, particularly salmon is the one that we are extracted out. All right, so I wish to inform you that our Joyfil is halal. Okay, our halal has been certified by NAHA, which is one of the halal body in Japan that has been certified as well from JAKIP. So for those Muslims that worried about this product contains non-halal ingredients, don't worry, it's definitely halal. You are able to recommend to your friends over, which is also Muslim, or anyone that has Muslim friends. It is considered halal and you are able to take it without worry. Okay? And the best part is that our Joyfil has as well been certified by this body. It's an informed sport body, whereby it is one of the body that doing research towards supplements that been taken by most of the athletes. Okay, whereby to make sure that the athletes are taken those supplements without any banned drugs, inappropriate or illegal substances inside it. And thanks I have been given this certification to our Joyfil. So you don't have to worry, everything is natural inside here. Okay, so natural products tends to really help and improve your body. Okay, despite you are taking synthetic products. Okay, guys. So you guys, if let's say you have difficulties in doing any work, you're having pain walking down or walking up the stairs, right? You wouldn't able to, walk over to one place to another. You feel that you're actually losing your strength because you couldn't move your muscles or move your joints, right? Joyfil would be the best product for you, and you would able to get a better and healthier life later on, right? Joyfil will definitely support you in a way and you wishes to for most of your joint pains. Okay, before I actually stop over to my slides, alright, there is several tips I wish to actually inform, mostly to women who usually do a lot of chores at home, alright. So you have to have yourself a time to make sure that you are able to do this simple exercise for your hands, alright. So try to do this kind of exercise over, alright. A simple 30 seconds towards each of your finger, alright. Make a face, finger stretch on top of flat surface, a claw stretch, finger lift, right? Thumb extension, thumb flex, and lastly thumb touch, alright. So this exercise helps you to make sure you still maintain your flexibility over towards your feet. Right? I know that you guys do a lot of things. You always hold knife in a very long period. You need to cut onions, you need to cut chickens, you need to cut whatever things to ready the food for your family. So I hope that you take time to do this exercise so that you are able to have the flexibility for your fingers. Okay, guys, thank you very much for your time. All right,